something crazy has happened and I had to share it. So it's literally happening right now and I can't share this for like another week, so the suspension's gonna kill me. But so yesterday afternoon I sold my 350Z, the 2003. It had a kid on it, and I sold it to a young guy that wanted to get into drifting. So it's really cool and I'll probably see it at Archie, so I'm really happy about that, and it's gone to a good home. Now that same day I got a message from a friend online who saw a post I put up a couple of months ago asking for project cars. So asking for anything JDM, barn finds, anything that'd been neglected, unused, been sitting around for a couple of years that somebody wanted to give a second lease of life on, kind of thing. So that post went up a couple of months ago, and at that time I ended up getting the S14. And I've started doing up the S14. However, with the selling of the 350Z yesterday, I had a bit of money, which was amazing. But it's so amazing to go to a fuel station and not have to look at the price of fuel. Like, the relief. So, sorry, I'm totally overwhelmed here. So I had a message from somebody who said, hey, I have this car, it's been sitting around for a couple of years, I've been meaning to fix it, but I haven't, and I'm kind of lost interest and I've got to move house. Do you want it? And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, it's a... I'm like, really? Okay, I'll come check it out. So I went over there today and it's amazing, guys. I'm blown away. Like, this is a barn find and everything about it is amazing. Now, I'm not going to give away any details on it just yet. You'll have to keep watching this vlog. I don't know if I'm going to leave it in this or if I'm just going to tease you until the end of it and we'll find out in the next one. I'm not sure, so you're going to have to watch this vlog to find out. But right now, what we need to do is race down to a automotive shop about 2 k's away from here, and we need to pick up some parts that I've just ordered for this new beep. And it is getting picked up in about 45 minutes, so I'm going to start filming that and we'll get it back to the shop and on a hoist and have a look at it, have a really good look at it. So without further ado, let's continue on with this vlog and you'll find out what this car is. Alright guys, we are currently racing the tow truck to get to the house. However, we had to detour and pick up the clutch kit for this new vehicle. So I went down to Direct Clutch, picked up the pressure plate, and then they're like, oh sorry, we don't have the clutch plate itself. So we've just dropped by Exedi to pick up the clutch. Now we have about 8 minutes to race back to the place and get there before BAM, and get this car onto the tow truck and not spill my gearbox, which I've done at some point on the way here. The gearbox started rolling around, and I went up a big hill and almost lost the coffee, so it's been an eventful morning. Alright, let's get out of here. This is not how Takumi Fujiwara can drift! There's no way! I'm driving sensibly, in a straight line, in a K car, and I'm struggling to keep the coffee from coming out of the cup. Ah! Alright guys, we only just beat BAM. BAM is here now to pick up the car. This is where the car was. Now it's been sitting here for 2 years. Not the easiest place. The car itself has gotten stuck down the driveway. The driveway pretty much looks like all this grassy stuff. BAM is a legend. This guy is like 101 for any form of towing, especially imports. I love the fact that he's so good with imports. Any car, even like this high off the ground, he's not a problem. Look how cool that is. I want one of these.
Pretty sucky out, hey? Come on. Oh yeah, it's like beached.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright guys, it is doing classic boat things and it's beached as brew. I don't know if I got that right. Kiwi followers. Did I get that right? So yeah, it is sunk down. Wow, no wonder it got beached. Bam doing awesome Bam things. Taking some garden with us, because why not?
Has the big hump.
That's huge! So you guys can see where we've just dragged it off the hump. She's slammed. That's low. So the previous owner was telling me a story about how he bought rotors for this and the rear ended up cracking, so he got it welded and repaired. It cracked again, he got it welded and repaired again, and then it cracked again, and then he gave up with the rotors and put chromies on the back, left the rotors on the front. But yeah, you guys will find out more about this in the coming episodes. But how's that for a barn find? I can tell you that the price for this was impossible to ignore. It was definitely worth getting, and with all the COVID inflation and all this crap going on, it's amazing that something like this is still around for how much I got it for. Let's say it was in the single digits. Let's just keep it at that. Cannot wait to clean this up. You can finally leave your home, Skyline. You don't have to live here anymore. Nice big trench.
Are you going back to the shop with it?
Yes!
Sweet.
What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a gem, I reckon, nowadays. Especially if it's got some good parts on it.
Definitely. Oh, look at it, it's so cool. Alright, now we're gonna race Bam back. And try not to tip over again, because the fluid went everywhere. Alright, we are stopping at a servo, and just as we pulled in, another silver Skyline 33 just left, like almost identical to this one. What are the odds? I don't see them for weeks, and then the one time I buy one, I see an identical one. Haha, that's what's going on. Alright, so this is the mess that the gearbox has made down under here. There's like a puddle of oil, so I'm like, okay, don't go around corners too fast. There is a bar under here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There is a bar right there that's kind of like a tiny little bar that you attach things to in the mirror, but it's probably only good for about maybe 10 kilos. This is an R154 I picked up from A-Spec Auto the other day, so it's got a DIY remote shift on the back here, and then it's also got a custom bell housing from Thailand. Now, I can't remember what Shai was telling me about this. I think he said something about it was adapted as a W58 bolt pattern. I'm not sure, but it's got a bunch of welds on it, and I'll probably check it out a bit more in detail when we get it to the shop. But yeah, how cool is that? Okay, now it's so hot. Hell yeah. So keen. Keen. So keen. Alright, I need to throw my coffee in the bin before we spill that too. Okay, look, not that many people get excited about this, but I am super excited. It has a HKS Super Dragger. These exhausts are very commonly found on R33s. Ben used to have one on his 33 and then took it off, but I bent it on him on my 32, so he won't let me borrow it anymore. And they sound mint, and they do rad flame-ons. We're taking some of the garden with us as well. I'm so excited! So excited! What do you think?
Oh, I think that's a fine yacht.
Good on the high seas.
I think good weather, good weekend, southeasterly.
Got the stainless on the back
We
there.
should be able to make it out to Friday.
Turbo.
Yes, turbo,
Manual.
forged internals, Microtech, coilovers.
So Microtech go bye-bye.
Yeah, most likely. It's probably a tune from like 12, 14 years ago.
Microtech go bye-bye.
We'll see, we'll see. If I don't have to get rid of it, I won't.